Well, today's the 11th of June, it's 2025, and well, we've got a little bit of free time, and we've just made a 10-minute walk from our hotel, and we found an area, well, free time for Fuengirola. Anyway, that isn't where we're going. We're going across the road to the shopping centre. Not somewhere I'd normally choose to go when I'm on holiday, but we have a little bit of free time. We thought we'd take a look, as it's only a 10-minute walk from the hotel. Well, just by the side, the sign, we've got a little park here. Everything seems to be well watered. I don't think it rained that much last night. We did have a few spots of rain, but nothing very much. And then there's a little park area, people walking the dogs, and there's some what look like adult activities there, or children activities, I don't know. But, well, we're not going to there.
We've noticed there's lots and lots of lovely benches everywhere.
Everywhere we go, there's benches you can sit on, and many of them are in the shade. We've got lovely roundabouts and big main roads up there. But just across this main road is a big shopping centre called the Miramar. Anita always likes a shop, so. And the first sign we see there's a big Carrefour sign, supermarket, and there's a Primark sign as well. We've got a bridge to go over here in the river, and then there's another pedestrian bridge which looks quite cool down there. And by the side of the river, this big torrente here, they have made it into a park, which looks to be well cared for as well, with the castle. Yeah. So we walked to the castle on our evening walk, so we weren't actually very far from here. There's the Miramar. All the way along we've got lovely plants. Just beyond there is the sea, which when we were walking by was quite rough, with big waves, which made for some interesting photographs and video. First thing Anita said was, we'll go for a coffee shop. I'm sure we're going to find somewhere in here that has coffee. Across the road. And then into the centre. More nice garden areas. Our hotel is somewhere over there, not sure where, but we could see the Carrefour sign from rooftop terrace. And this is the shopping centre. Well, it looks quite spacious and inviting. It's quite noisy. Well, quite luckily, the first place we came to as we walked in was a nice looking coffee place that's very busy, so I assume it's good, and found ourselves a coffee. So cheers everyone. I'll have a little look around here.
Good way to start our shopping spree, my shopping spree.
Well, that's a nice way to start the day, a nice coffee. We'll just have a little wander around, see what sort of shops they've got here, but it's a shopping mall, so I guess they've got them all. Nice and spacious, lots of wide, and it's air conditioned, so it's nice and cool. Oh, Anita's going to love this place. I wasn't sure how big it was, but just looking at the length of this passageway and the fact that we've got another floor looking up there. It's nice and clean. Has a good feel to it. Chunks of Blue John in there. Ooh, nasty, nasty cakes. Oh. But they're really nice, actually. Geek box, but that's my sort of thing. And right next to Flying Tiger, this Copenhagen store, which we have in Mallorca too. Always fun things. There's a Carrefour, the big supermarkets. We've got several of them in Mallorca, and it's one of our go-to places. In fact, probably the biggest big store near to us is Carrefour in Portopí, in our equivalent of this shopping centre. Portopí nowhere near as big as this. Discerning, yeah. And Holland and Barrett. See them in the UK. Get your health foods. Zero dairy and zero sugar. What they taste like. Again, Starbucks. Just have a look at Carrefour, but not somewhere we're not going to do grocery shopping. It's a toy shop here. Juguetos, muchachos. It's a big one. Just a minute. Cobblers, key cutters. They're all over there, aren't they? I think we've got those in Tesco's. Yeah, a bit like fan, but indoors. Fan is all out in the open. I was reading that there could well be changes coming to hand baggage on aeroplanes. European Union want to standardise it because it's very confusing. If you're flying with Ryanair, you've got one size. If you're flying with Jet2, you've got another, and EasyJet, you've got another. It would make life a lot easier for everybody if it was standard. And And then if there's going to be a charge, there's going to be a charge, fair enough. I think everybody needs to be able to take at least a handbag of some sort, and actually a little rucksack. That should be included in the fare. And I've got no problems paying to take baggage on, and you can choose how much baggage you want to take. I think that's fair enough. I don't think anything has been finally decided yet. It says open Sundays and festivals from the 30th of September. The different areas of Spain have different rules about when they can open. They can decide these things themselves. And so the Baleares have some specific rules, and here we are in Andalusia. They will have their rules. So the autonomous areas have got a lot more control over laws than you'd expect in the UK, I think. Oh, we've done one little circle here because this is where we had coffee. We can go and have a look down to the left now. And then we've got an upstairs as well. Coffee bar's pretty full. It's the only one we've seen, really, I think, so far, other than Starbucks. Does that count? I have been to Starbucks in the past, but it's not something I would choose to do if there was a choice. You want to go upstairs first? I don't know. We'll have a look, can't we? Ben and Jerry's. Well, that's one thing we haven't done yet. We haven't had an ice cream while we're on holiday and we haven't had an ice cream. Can you believe that? Oh, Anita spotted something here. We've got a Lego shop.
Lego flowers. I like the roses.
I don't think there is too much down here. We've got a C&A. C&A used to be very popular in the UK. I remember when I was a boy, I used to go to school, I used to walk past C&A every day, and I used to buy clothes from there as a teenager. And then something happened and they all just closed overnight. But they didn't here in Spain. This is C&A. And there's Harry Potter. Toilets down there. Oh, you can even buy bitcoins here, right next to the other cash machines. Anita can't actually resist going into C&A and having a look around there, but my guess is it's pretty much the same as C&A in Palma, so I'll just have a little wander around the rest of the ground floor. Don't think there is very much else, actually. Oh no, that's it. But pretty much this is where we came in. So from here we'll go back and we'll go upstairs. Do you like these crystals, glass, which are nicely engraved? Well, the archway's inviting us to go up. So let's go up. Zara home.
It's like a museum window.
It is, isn't it? We've seen plates like that in museums. Berkshire's coming. It is nice, it is spacious. Mango, and then Mango Man. Springfield. We've been around for a long time. Their rebajas, their sales. Pull & Bear, Jack Jones, and here's Pandora. Fancy watches. And this is the upper floor that we were looking up at. Through the hollow down the middle there. Psycho Italia. Musically one looking at Stradivarius. You don't sell any violins here though. JD. He's the king of trainers. Flip-flops and sliders and things. Levi's. And they've also got a multi-cinema here, so we could actually go and watch a film if we wanted to. On one of those rainy days. It did actually rain last night. We went up to the Sky Bar and we had to have the seats clean to sit down because it was a little bit wet. And as we sat down, another half dozen spots came down, but no real rain. This is a food area. Don't think we need to go around here, do we? I had a message recently about Anita's suitcase. Where did she get it from? And this is the shop, Paco Martinez. You shouldn't get it from this one. She got it from one in Porta P. But that's where she bought her case from.
Not really big enough, but it's managed.
It's quite solid and the wheels are good. Rolls around very nicely. And well, this is, I was going to say new, but it's not new, relatively new, Primark in Spain. But we have Primark in Mallorca. You're going to have a look in Primark.
Yeah.
One thing is there is not a lot of seating in here. I can see some seats around the trees down there, but I'm on the top floor. And there is an area here where there could be lots and lots of seating, but there isn't very much, so I've got nowhere to sit while Anita spends an hour or two in Primark. Well, while she's in there, I'll just take a little walk down here. It is nicely air conditioned, so it's nice and cool. It's Alvaro Moreno, and I'm just liking the colours of some of the things in there. Mint greens and yellows and pinks. Basically saying they've got sales on. Rebajas sales. And this is where we started going up.
Well, I've just been into Primark and they've got lots of nice bargains there, but the queue is about 100 people so I didn't get anything.
And we've just discovered there is another floor, so go kart racing, can we? I don't think so. We'll find out when we get to the top. And here we are at the top. And you can go kart racing. And what fun's that? And they've got a fair few go-karts to have a go at there. Zooming around. And the roof here gives us a view. And there's the Miramar complex. Nice big pool. That looks a nice place. And he's just pointing out up on the hill there. That looks like that's Mijas, where we were yesterday. Well, that's a tour of the shopping mall here. I think go to one, you've seen them all. He didn't buy anything.
Nearly.
Not my sort of thing, but Anita enjoys them. Anyway, that's it for this one, and we'll see you in the next one. So bye for now.
Bye.
Bye. Well, just on our way back now, and Anita's decided we were going to have a little walk over this bridge. It's colourful. It's just a footbridge across the river. But, one thing Anita was saying is that the gardens here look very well kept, clean, well watered. Everywhere seems to be well watered.
On our evening stroll?
No, we went over the one which looks like a suspension bridge. Yeah, so we're going over this one.
This one, yes.
This will just take us over the water. There's a lot of water in this part. So. And that's the shopping centre we've just been in. And the castle up on the hill. Unfortunately, the castle's not open a few days that we're here. Had a big concert on there yesterday. And they've got lots of concerts in the grounds over the next few weeks, months. They do every year. So the castle's only open on limited days, but well, we'll be back in the area soon. Maybe we'll take another opportunity to go. Here's the river that runs down to the sea, down that way. And this is the bridge. Big fish down there. That's always good to see. It means the river's alive. There's fish swimming. So what they do is they dam the river off, really, and hold the water back so that it flows much more slowly. And then if there is a storm, the water can overflow the dam. And if you have a lot of water, it can spread out over this ground here. That really is a very rare thing. I'm assuming this water is because they've been watering the gardens. We're going to paddle through that. We're going to walk on the grass. I know we're not supposed to do that, are we? Rather than paddling. And there we are, back onto a cycle path.